I'm Ray, and this is TinyTableGames. Welcome back to my continuing series, if you will, on stuff I bought at Dice Tower East 2025. Now, to caveat that, also that includes just in the run-up to Dice Tower East 2025 for things I thought, hey, that'll be cool, I'll take that with the con. And just after Dice Tower East 2025, which kind of only applies to a few things, and only because people got them to me a little bit late from the virtual flea market. So, that said, let's get to it. First up, Waddle. Now, Waddle was at the allplay booth. It's one of their new games that's coming out this year at Gen Con officially, but obviously Dice Tower East first, at least as what they told me. And it's a penguin game, kind of tile laying where you lay down penguins, and to a certain extent kind of reminds me of Through the Desert, but you know, with penguins and marbles. Looking forward to it. I did play a little demo of it, so I have a sense of how it works. I haven't even taken out a shrink yet because I haven't got there. So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see how that goes. How about you all? Did you pick up any of the all-play games? These tiny box games I didn't used to think would probably be worth anything, but I bought Mountain Goats last year, and it was really fun. So I'm starting to give these little tiny games kind of a chance. And Waddle also seemed pretty fun after I played the demo. So there you go. Next up, Terraforming Mars, the dice game. Now, I had Terraforming Mars, the original game, and I didn't like it. It's kind of in my opinion. But dice games generally play faster and seem, you know, just more entertaining to me to a certain extent. Granted, this game has more dice than you would imagine, and still has the same kind of Mars layout planet thing going on. So I don't know how into this it's going to be, but it is by Stronghold Games, and I like a lot of their other stuff. Going to get to it. I'm not positive I'll like it. This is basically, so many people like Terraforming Mars, I thought, I'll give it another chance. Maybe the dice version's better. I don't know. Terraforming Mars Yahtzee. We'll see. Following that, the next thing I got, and this was at the virtual flea market, is Seventh Continent. And not just Seventh Continent, but Seventh Continent with all the bells and whistles. Most of them still in shrink. This one made me very happy. It took me like 45 minutes of the virtual flea market to find the other board game geek user who was selling this game. So yay, I'm glad we finally connected shortly before the end. Super excited for this one. Lots of story. I love a good story game. Asterisks. I do not like, and now I've forgotten the name. Arabian Nights, that's the name. I do not like the Arabian Nights game. Had it, just drives me nuts. It's a choose your own adventure and every choice is bad. So hopefully Seventh Continent is significantly different. Goodness knows there's like 40 pounds of game here, so there's got to be something interesting in there. And speaking of 40 pounds of game, I also got at the virtual flea market, well, let me move the Seventh Continent stuff, which weighs as much as a continent. Viticulture, the Essential Edition, with several updates, including metal coins, a 3D printed insert, the Tuscany expansion, Tuscany, Seinfeld people, and a few other things. I'm super excited about this one. I do not like wine. I don't know much about making wine, but it seems like a really neat process game, and everything I've seen about it's really cool, and everybody who reviews it loves it. Didn't really like some similar games like that, but this one seems like it's got a nice vibe to it. Grapes are cool. I'm pro grape. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Next up, Final Hour, Arkham Horror. As you probably figured out by now, if it slap Cthulhu on it, there's 50-50 chance I'm going to buy it even if I don't know what it is. Arkham Horror, I do know what it is. Final Hour, I hadn't actually played. That's one of the few Arkham Horror games I have not owned, played through, and sold off again. So I thought, hey, cool, might as well keep on going with that. And so literally that was my whole logic behind grabbing that on the virtual flea market was, oh cool, another Arkham Horror game. I see Cthulhu, I click buy, what can I tell you? And finally, for this episode, Freelancers by Plaid Hat Games. A Crossroads game, which if I'm not mistaken is what they made that winter game, whose exact name I forget. If you can remember it, feel free to put it in the comments. Which was also a Crossroads game, I believe. But anyway, this one seemed more interesting. The artwork is honestly not that attractive, but the game itself kind of appealed to me and seemed somewhat silly, but also interesting. Plus, a lot of voice actors voicing the audio for the game. That's always interesting. And I'm normally not a big app game person, but this one seemed pretty painless as far as that goes. And who doesn't like a nice storybook? So there you go. That's it for this round of What Ray Bought at Dice Tower East 2025. I have more episodes coming. Please stay tuned. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.